This is Algebra 2. This problem has to do with completing the square. Why do I want to complete the square? Because one way I can solve an equation like this is if I complete the square, I get something squared equals something. If I can get it to look like that, then I can just take the square root of both sides. The square root of something squared is just the thing itself, equals plus or minus square root of what was on the other side. See, I can easily solve it. So I'm going to try to turn that one, 7t squared plus 28t plus 56 equals 0, into a perfect square. How am I going to do that? Well, first, I don't want to have a number in front of t squared. So I am going to divide everything by 7. T squared plus 4t, 28 divided by 7 is 4. I'm going to leave a space there. You'll see why in a moment. 56 divided by 7 is 8 equals 0. So now I want to turn this into the squared thing, t squared plus 4t. How do I do that? Look at the non-square term. Half of 4 is 2. That tells me what my perfect square is, t plus 2 squared. Now I have to complete this square. What is 2 squared? 4. So that's what I have that turned into this. Except remember, I didn't originally have that positive 4. And an equation is like a scale. So if I add 4, I had to add that 4 to the left side to get that t plus 2 squared. I'm also going to subtract 4. So this is 8. There was already 8 there. 56 divided by 7 was 8. Minus 4 is 4 equals 0. Now I can put the 4 on the other side. T plus 2 squared equals minus 4. And now I take the square root of both sides. T plus 2 equals plus or minus square root of negative 4. Remember, the square root is positive. That's why I have to put plus or minus, because, for example, the square root of 4 is 2, but the square root of 4 is also negative 2. So if I had x squared equals 4, I need x equal plus or minus 2. But anyway, so t plus 2 equals plus or minus square root of negative 4. Well, with imaginary numbers, if you have a negative inside the square root, it comes out as an I. So this is plus or minus I, and the square root of 4 then is 2, so plus or minus 2i. And I still have on the other side t plus 2. And then I simply subtract 2 from both sides. T equals negative 2 plus or minus 2i. And the key was completing the square. I made sure that there was just a 1 in front of the t squared. I simplified everything. Take half of this, half of 4 is 2, that's what goes in parentheses, t plus 2 squared, and then square that 2. That's what I actually turned into this, and then I have to subtract half of in front of t, and then multiply it by 2 and subtract it from that same side too, so that I haven't changed the equation, and then I can solve it. So in this case, t equals negative 2 plus or minus 2i. That's completing the square.